Hello, C. Scott Construction. I'm assuming Friday I was talking to Scott, right? And if I'm wrong, you can correct me if after this video. So my name is Harry Ruin, and I work with Enhanced SEO Solutions. And I'm here to give away valuable information on how to improve your business and get clients calling you for your services. Now, before I start, I am a true believer in giving value to my customers before offering any type of service. And if you like what I showed you today, then, please give me a call. But if not, then take the information that I'm giving you today as a way to improve your own business. Now, have you ever thought about how some commercial businesses were able to get to such a massive size in such a short period of time? Well, I'll let you know now that it is not by coincidence. So what is the first thing that you can think of when you needed a service or a product? Well, generally what people would do is use Google. Google is the biggest search engine in the world today, and how you are found is the difference between getting one person or 100 people calling you for your services. Google's first page captures about 71% of the web's traffic, right? So for the sake of time, I used the example landscaping because that's the first thing on your list, and it seems like you have a lot of listing for landscaping, right? So we can obviously change this later on if you decide to choose a different niche, or what you like to niche down on a different type of service, then I can help you with that as well. So today, I want to discuss 3 different categories. First thing is content. The second category is relevant keywords or buyer intent keywords. And the last thing is backlinks, right? So content, right? And generally content is the amount of keywords on a website, right? And why this matters, right, is that Google has something in their backend system called a Google crawler. And this crawler crawls through your page to see what type of services you offer, right? And generally to check content. The more content you have, the more of a professional you are in their eyes, and the more you move up the Google search results. The second factor is relevant keywords, such as this one, lawn services, right? The more relevant keywords or buyer intent keywords, the more you move up the search results, because the more you have them ranked, the higher you get pushed up. So let's go to Google here. The first thing that pops up on Google is called the Google Map Pack, and that's this section right here. And not every business can get one of these. This is something you have to apply for. It has to be done right in order for you to show up here. And the listings below it right here are the organic website listings. And I want to state that simply just building a website will not get you customers, right? You have to be ranked optimally to get to the top of Google to get customers calling you for your services. So let's talk about this tool. This tool that I use is called Ahrefs, and this is a tool that I use to determine where anyone like yourself where it's determined you fall within the search results. And a way to determine that is through something called the DR rating or the UR rating, right? The higher DR rating and UR rating you have, the higher you get pushed up the search results, right? And how you push these 2 ratings are from something called backlinks, right? And I want to state that not every backlink is treated equal, right? You need quality backlinks, and I'll show you an example here, right? So this is for the roofing industry, but this is an example. He has 400 links, but he has nothing coming in. 0, 0, 0, right? 0, 0, right? But for this guy, right, he has only 140, right? That's only a third of what the other person has, but he has 32 people calling him for his services, right? So this goes back to quality links, right? Quality backlinks. So let's look at the other competitor, right, that we have, which is LawnStarter, right? I believe this guy has only 20 links, but he got the same results as 35, 37, right? And this guy is on the first part of the list, right? And I believe LawnStarter is a pretty big company. Like it's humongous. If we go into how if it's not just Modesto alone, I believe he has, yeah, this is the massive amount of size that this company gets, right? Look at this, 700,000 people calling all in one day, the 15th, right? 16th, 17th, 18th. So this is a massive company, right? And if you're able to get to that first page, right, and just capture even a fraction of this traffic coming in, let's say you get 10 people calling you for your service every day, right? I don't know how much specifically you charge for your services, but if you're able to get 10 people every day, right? And let's do some math here, right? Like, let's hypothetically use this example, right? Let's say you charge $200, right? And you're able to get 10 people a day, right? So within a 20-day period, right, you're able to get to such a massive size, right? So like that's how much you'll be getting a month, right? But commercial businesses all start at a small place, right? So I want to discuss the importance of building out that website, right? And it becomes an asset, right? It's not like the Yelp ads that we were talking about, right? Because, when you turn it off, it goes away, right? This is something you build in a long, like for the long term, right? You build this throughout throughout a 1 year period, you will gain massive size, right? So the last thing I want to leave you with is, build a proper website and get some content on that website. 2 is get relevant keywords or, buyer intent keywords into that website, right? And lastly, have some quality backlinks to power your website, right? And in return, you move up the Google search results, and in return, getting customers calling you for your services. So I hope what I have showed you today is helpful. My goal here is to educate and help smaller growing businesses. And if you like what you see, then I look forward to hearing from you soon, and have a great afternoon.